little shipping, and the first item I've got here is this little Coach wristlet. It's kind of like a suede wristlet. I'm just going to put this right in this padded bubble mailer. It's obviously it's not a very big piece, so I'm just going to go ahead and slide that in there, and then I'm going to do a quick measurement. And this guy is going to be 9 by 6 by 2. And it weighs 5 ounces. All right, so next I have a pair of Nike shoes. These are from that big lot where I got all of the really nice shoes and clothes really cheap. So it's just a pair of Nike shoes, and I'm going to put them in this 10 by 10 by 5 box. And we'll just get this guy taped up. Looks like we're probably going to have to get a new roll of tape there. We're getting towards the end. Okay, so this is a 10 by 10 by 5 box, and this box weighs 2 pounds. All right, so now I have this Fossil purse, and I picked this up just a little while ago at one of those community sales. I do have it in a 12 by 10 by 6 box, and it's going to fit right in there. I'm actually going to grab, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a little paper just to keep it nice and kind of stuffed in there. So we're going to grab a little piece of paper there just to keep it nice in there. That way it also, if the person cuts open to it, cuts the box open, it gives them a little room so that they're not going to cut the purse. So this is a 12 by 10 by 6 box. Perfect. And it is going to weigh 1 pound, 13 ounces. All right, we have this really pretty, this is actually a vintage Coro citrine bracelet. I picked this up at that store that was closing. So we're going to just slide this, if it'll fit, hopefully. Slide this in a little clear, I don't think it's going to fit in there. It's not going to fit in there. So since it's not going to fit in a little clear plastic bag, and I don't have any Ziploc baggies, I'm just going to put a little piece of bubble wrap around it. And that's just to protect the stones. It's an old bracelet, very collectible. Coro is spelled C-O-R-O. Some of their pieces can go for really, really good money. Just depends on what it is. But I know a lot of people collect Coro, so that's it. And I have a little 8 by 6 by 4 box sitting out here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of peanuts in there. I'm going to drop this guy right on the top, finish it off. And it shouldn't weigh too much, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'm all thumbs today, trying to wrestle with things, and for some reason everything's working against me today. So, okay, there we go. So this is an 864, and it's going to weigh 7 ounces. All right, now I have a little Chrome cast. This is something to help you put video and music on your TV. So I'm going to put that right in there, and then I'm just going to dump some peanuts right on the top of that. Once again, it's in a little 8 by 6 by 4 box. Perfect. And this little box is going to weigh 12 ounces. All right, here's a piece of Department 56. This is the Hather harness. It's going to go in a 10 by 10 by 5 box. There's just a little bit of room on the side, so I am going to stuff some peanuts down there just so, it's not sliding around in there. And I can probably get some push down on that side too, which is good. That works out just fine. If I have enough room, I might even put a piece of paper down there. In fact, I think I will. Let's grab a piece of this paper over here. That way, just gives it a little extra. So when they cut open the box, that they don't, cut into the piece, which is what I'm trying to prevent. Sorry about the airplane. He just decided to fly over right in the middle of my video. We do live near a small community airport, so they do fly over quite often. All right, so this one is just in a 10 by 10 by 5 box. I will put my fragile stickers on this guy since it is Department 56. So we'll do one there, and we'll do one there. And this box is going to weigh 3 pounds. Okay, so the first item going out is going to be this little Coach. It's like a little wristlet. It's brand new. It's got tags on it and everything. So I'm just going to put that in a little 8 by 6 by 4 box. I don't like to put things like that in the bubble mailers because I feel like since it's brand new, it'll end up getting, creases. And so I'm going to put it in a little box. And this is just a little 8 by 6 by 4 box. I have been going through a lot of boxes. I keep having to order more. It's been a lot of shipping lately. So that's good though. That's good for the business. So 864, and this little box weighs 8 ounces. All right. So now I've got this really cool, this is, sorry, I'm going to tilt you guys down so you can see it. This is just a really cool cat, plastic bucket right here. It's an old one, like a vintage one. So I'm just going to drop that right in the box because, it's not going to break. So I've got it in there, and I'm just going to drop some peanuts on top just to, keep it a little bit padded there. And then I'm going to get it taped up. And I kind of was trying to plan my boxes out so I wasn't having to run around in here. It's early, so I didn't want to have to open the garage and make a bunch of noise outside. So this is going to be my 888 box. And this is my kitty cat Halloween bucket right there. I'm going to drop it right on, and it weighs exactly, I have to round it up, so a pound. So this is a really good pattern to look out for if you've never seen it. This is the Pyrex hot air balloon pattern. It's kind of like a Tiffany blue. I paid $3 for it, and I was absolutely I knew I had never seen the pattern before. That's mainly why I picked it up. The condition was okay. I mean, the color's good, but it's got scratches on it. It was used. So, I did wipe it down a little bit. But this little guy sold for $50. So, and this is a small one. This is a real small little Pyrex mixing bowl. So, just to let you know that, keep your eye out for some of these patterns that you don't see very often because they can do really well, even if they're not in great condition or not in perfect condition. But I guess, this stuff was meant to be used. So it's not often that I see it in perfect condition, but, just a tiny little, I am going to put it in an 8 by 8 by 8 box, and I'll get that folded down. And literally, I mean, this was just a really simple, easy one to do. I think it might be part of like a chip dip thing, because I saw quite a few of these, and then there was like a bigger bowl, and then it had the metal stand for it. But, like I said, that's whether it was just a regular, because it has like different sizes on the edges. So, whether it was that or something else. But I'm going to get some more peanuts and get this wrapped up, and I'll come back with a weight. So yes, the little Pyrex bowl did get my fragile stickers. It's in an 8 by 8 by 8 box, and it weighed 1 pound and 12 ounces. All right, so now I have this cute little Lennox. This is one of those little trinket boxes, and it is a Christmas one. So I am going to get it put in some bubble wrap and just get it wrapped up a little bit. And this is just, I mean, it's small, so it's going to go in a little 6 by 6 by 6 box. And I've already got the box made up right here. So I am just going to get this taped up. And I've got my peanuts are already standing right here. Okay, perfect. And then I'm just going to drop this one right in the middle. Make sure the peanuts fill up on the sides. Perfect. And this is going to get a little fragile sticker as well, just because obviously it's breakable. But it's small, and it's wrapped in a box that's probably too big for it. But 6 by 6, in case you wonder, is the smallest cubed box that we use. The reason why is because of the mailing labels. So when I print my mailing stickers, when you try using the 4x4x4s, the mailing labels don't fit on there very well. So that's my observation for that. And this one weighs 9 ounces. All right, so here I have a sack purse. I actually just picked this up at that one of the last estate sales. I think it was our just before Halloween estate sale. So I am just gonna drop that in a 10x10x5 box. I'm just gonna put a little bit of peanuts just to, and the reason I do that, I always try to put a little something on top because I don't want somebody cutting into a box and ruining the item with a pair of scissors or a knife. And I know it happens, but I can't help it. I have to see things packed a certain way. So this is a 10x10x5 box right here. And I'm going to drop that on, and that weighs 1 pound and 9 ounces. All right, so next I have a linen pair of Prana pants. They're just a pair of like wide leg pants. They are brand new. I am going to put them in an eBay mailer. I have not gotten great about getting my measurements perfect. So they're, you know, some people, their measurements are so exact that when they drop them in these mailers, they just slide right in. I haven't quite mastered that after all these years, but that's how it goes. And I always try to get the air out because it does make a difference in your measurements. You do have to measure these envelopes. This one here is going to measure at, and you have to round up, 13 by 10 by 2. So 13, 10 by 2, and the pants are going to weigh 14 ounces. All right, so I do have this. This is a J. Crew vest that sold. It is just going to go in a bubble mailer. You know, as I said before, I am not great as far as making sure that these are exactly fitted to the bubble mailers, and one of these days I will actually get better at that so that my things are measured correctly. But for now, as long as it fits in there and it's nicely wrapped, that's what counts. All right, so I got this in there. And make sure all the air is going to get out of that. And as I said before, you have to measure these because they're not always going to be the same. So this one is going to be 13 by 10 by 3. So 13, 10 by 3, and it weighs 1 pound. All right, I also have this cross stitch. This is Christmas trees going out, and it's just going to fit right into a bubble mailer. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide that guy right in. That one fit real easy, so that's good. And then I'll just take a quick measurement of this one. And the size on this bubble mailer is going to be, this one's going to be 14 by 11 by 1. So 14, 11, 1, and this guy weighs 6 ounces. All right, so the next item going out are these U.S. Polo Association boots. I do have them in a 10 by 10 by 5. They are wrapped in plastic as well, just to keep them from, you know, getting all scratched up. So we'll just go ahead and get them taped up, and we can see what this box is going to weigh. Mr. Otis is out here helping. Oh, and we even have an airplane flying over. Sorry about that, but it happens. We have an airport nearby. So, okay. This box is a 10-10-5, and it weighs 2 pounds and 12 ounces. All right, so I have this Coach bag. It's going in a 12-10-6. I don't think this video has come out yet. This is from the vintage purses that I got recently. So that should be hopefully a really good video. Mr. Carl will, you know, get that one worked out. And I'm just going to go ahead and get this in its box. And once again, this is a 12-10-6. This was a vintage mid to late 1970s Coach bag. So this was an oldie. It is 1 pound and 12 ounces. Shipping. It's this Department 56 house. So this is actually a pretty good size one. I'm hoping that it will fit. And this is actually and I measured, so it should fit one way. So let me see. I think it was this way was the long. Yeah, it's that way. Okay. So this is a 16 by 12 by 12 box. I've already put peanuts on the bottom. So now I'm just going to put peanuts on the side and then on the top, and then this will be done. And obviously this will get a fragile sticker as well. That should get it in there pretty good. I was kind of concerned that this was kind of an awkward box and it wasn't going to fit, you know. And I didn't really want to use a 15 by 15 by 15 because when you do that, your price goes up. So I was kind of hoping I could get it in this size. And last piece of tape. I'm going to just make sure that's nice and pressed down on there. And then, of course, you know, I'm going to grab some stickers because this is a breakable. It's a really pretty Department 56 church, so we want it to get there. All right, my weight on this box is going to be 4 pounds and 11 ounces. All right, this is a really pretty bag, and it's actually made by J. Crew for an Italian company. It is just beautiful. It's a big bag, and it's going to England, so I want to go ahead and get that in there. And you know what? I probably should grab, let me get some more peanuts in there. I want to try to get that one into a box and keep the weight down on it because I know that she is going to have to pay duties on this. And I know it's probably more expensive than she would like, but the only thing I have to do through the international program is I send it to Chicago. And then that's it. That's all I pay for. After that, eBay completely takes over. So I don't see what type of fees or shipping she has to pay to have it go to England. So I'm going to put this on the scale, and this is going to weigh 2 pounds and 15 ounces, and I'm going to take my phone call. All right, so I just picked up this hair follicle cream last weekend. It is going to go in a little 6 by 6 by 6 box. It already had plastic. It's brand new, so it came like that. I never even took it out of its plastic. So I'm just going to put it in the 6 by 6 by 6 box and get this wrapped up. And I'm going to weigh it, and this box weighs 9 ounces. All right, so our next item is another one of these Meaningful Beauty Cindy Crawford creams. I'm just going to stick that right in this box and put the peanuts on top. Oh, I'm going to have to get a little more peanuts. Sorry, I ran out of that load. I've been doing a lot of shipping. I mean, you guys will see some of it. You guys just don't see all of it just because it is so much, but I don't want everybody to get bored silly. So this is just the Meaningful Beauty that's in there. And obviously it's another 6 by 6 by 6 box. So I'm going to get this all wrapped up. I was up super early doing my listing this morning, so I got that out of the way already. So this box is going to weigh 10 ounces. So next is this beautiful pewter ornament. This is actually a Wilhelm, I'm going to try to say it correctly, Wilhelm Schweitzer ornament. I've actually sold a lot of these. These do really, really well. And it's the right time of year. So I am going to put a little bubble wrap around it just because the box doesn't stay closed on its own. So I want to go ahead and get that, done. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this wrapped up. And I've got a little box here and put a few more peanuts at the bottom. This is a little 8 by 6 by 4 box. So I'm just going to stuff a few peanuts on the top there. It's not going to need too much. Like I said, it's already in a hard cardboard box, and it's pewter, so it's not going to break. It's not going to break no matter what. So, and then we just got this little guy all wrapped up, and it's going to weigh 8 ounces.